Jeff Mesnick here at Black Hat in Las Vegas 2017, and I'm here with...
My name's John Moran with NTT Security. I'm a senior incident response analyst on our critical incident response team.
Oh, great. Well, I'm glad we were able to connect. It's been a great show for us. How about for you?
It's been great. I spent the whole morning walking around and soaking it all in as well, so it's been good.
Did you see the guys from KISS?
I didn't.
Oh,
apparently I missed out on that.
I mean, the guys from KISS are here. It must be a rockin' show.
I'll have to find them later.
So one of the things we've been talking about here is, over the past 6 months, there's been a lot of news, a lot of hacking going on. You know, what have we learned over the past 6 months? What can we apply over the next 6 months and even the next year? And what should the C-suite, the CEO and CISO really be thinking about when it comes to their strategy, not only for security, but for their whole business?
Yeah. Well, I think, obviously, I think 2017 is probably going to go down as the year of ransomware, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's been the big topic, and unfortunately, I think it's going to continue to be the big topic.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been on everybody's mind, and I think, there's certainly mitigation strategies that are successful, and there are certain, technological solutions to that. But I really think it comes down to planning.
Right.
I think having a solid plan to respond to those types of incidents, to mitigate those types of incidents early, and to kind of, keep them from propagating across the network is really going to be important and continue to become more important as the landscape becomes even more dangerous.
Right. So, when you're talking to the CEO, what are you telling them that they need to be thinking about specifically?
Well, I think, like I said, having a well-developed incident response plan, having those run books developed, and testing those, right? I mean, that's something that we stress with all of our clients, is test your run books, test your people, test your process. It's an investment that pays off tenfold down the road when you have an incident. We have many clients who are very well prepared. It's actually very impressive to watch them respond to an incident. You think about, how much more damage could have been done had they not been prepared to respond to that incident. And unfortunately, we see the flip side as well, where we're called in, after some internal incident response has been performed, and we think, perhaps it could have been handled a lot better, and the damage could have been very, very much reduced. Had they had a plan in place ahead of time to deal with that.
So basically getting an alert system in place.
Getting an alert system in place, obviously knowing that there's an incident, right? I mean, that's the first step, right? You've got to know what's going on. But, where we see some organizations stumble is what happens after there's an incident going on.
Right.
So, okay, we know there's an incident. How are we going to respond to that? How are we going to identify the issue? How are we going to contain that issue? Eradicate it from our network, and then return to business operations. And that's where we see some organizations stumble, unfortunately.
Is that what you guys do? Are you helping with the eradication of the problem? Or?
We do. So we actually have two core services. So we obviously do, we call it on-demand incident response, which is actually responding to the incident, and that will go all the way from helping the organization identify the source and the scope of the incident, all the way through eradication, remediating, and then conducting lessons learned exercise after. Right. We also do what we call a proactive critical incident response, which is some of the training that I'm discussing. So going in, helping organizations develop incident response plans, develop run books, develop their processes, procedures out, and then test them. Sit down with either their technical staff or sometimes their C-level suite, and run through exercises and make sure that their plan really works for them. The roadrunner can sit down, or the coyote can develop a great plan, but when you go to execute that plan, you don't want to find out that the rocket's going to blow up when you actually need it. You want to find out, sitting around a room together. So, so that's another service that we offer with a lot of our clients benefit.
And then do you guys help out with the GDPR stuff as well?
We do. So we actually have, so I'm in the incident response group. We have a GRC group that will be helping out with GDPR. Obviously, we're going to be involved in some of the implementation of that, and assisting incident response is obviously a big portion of the GDPR.
Right, exactly.
And I think we're starting to see more clients come to us to get prepared for that, both in the planning and having us on retainer to assist them with incidents.
Right.
But it's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, I think the GDPR is actually going to be good for the industry.
Right.
I really hope. The thing that excites me about the GDPR is that it's not so much a compliance framework.
Yep.
There's certainly compliance aspects of it,
Right.
but it's not a checkbox framework. It's not a, if you have this firewall and you block this and do that, you will be secure. It's a lot of the GDPR is the end game. So
Right.
you have to do X, Y, and Z. How you achieve that is up to you, but you have to do that, and I think that's a good way to go. And I'm kind of excited to see how that does over the next few years, and hopefully we'll see some real improvement in the industry.
Great. Well, this has been helpful. Thank you very much for the time.
Appreciate it. It was great to speak with you.
Yeah, it's great speaking with you as well. This is
All right.
Jeff Mesnick from Cybersecurity Journal, and I'm here with
John Moran from NTT Security.
signing off from Black Hat. Thanks a lot.
Take care.